Welcome. How is everybody? Happy Friday, TJF. Shout out to my friend Renat, whose birthday is today. I'm wearing one of her designs, which I love. I'm waiting for Michael Butterfield. You know I love some local art. Beautiful. Hi, welcome. We're going to be talking about Michael's new custom piece he received today. I'm super excited. We've been working on it for the past couple of weeks, and you guys have been along for that journey, and I really thank you for being with us because we've asked for a lot of your input, and we're going to be doing another custom collab in the future, so we'll be asking for more input, and then also part of these will be some of the giveaways we start doing with these collaborative pieces that we're creating. So stay tuned. And again, I'm just going to show you a little bit Renat's piece. I'm really excited. This is her birthday. Happy birthday, Renat. And I love beautiful textiles too. We also had really nice textile artists on today. Hi. Let me get him in here. Almost. I don't know if my signal's good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, lovey?
Good. Happy.
We made it. Cheers, honey.
Oh, what a week.
What a week.
Yeah, I mean, really, this was a week, y'all. I'm glad we're here. I'm still indefinitely locked out of my art studio. That was the news this week. So we'll be we're going to be working from home more, but we're going to make more things, and I'm excited about that.
That's fantastic.
And I've got materials for us to play with. But first, welcome. You look so beautiful.
Thank you. So do you, darling.
I
love this week. What is this ensemble?
Do this little piece first, really quick, because we didn't even talk about this, but I forgot. It's Renat's birthday today. Shout out to my friend Renat, who I love.
Yes. Sharing it with you on Naomi Campbell.
But look at this piece from her latest. Last year, she did a pop-up around this time. Right around the time she found out that she was going to be competing on making the cut.
Uh-huh.
Welcome, Dris. Your piece is in the mail. It was shipped yesterday. I do have for you. So
I can't.
We did a giveaway last week. It was awesome. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we kind of matched, by the way, even though we're not about this.
I know, with like the oranges and the mixture with the grays. I love it.
Okay, and then this. Okay, this is my new. So she does this by hand. I don't know what I'm learning about textiles, but I do not know all the things. But look at this, just wonderful details. But I love also little hood action, right?
I love it. But it almost looks like it has like a bleached sort of thing, but it's not. You can tell that it's like a.
I think she bleached it.
Was it like a? Is it like a finish with like a bleach or like a something? But it almost looks like it's printed on.
It does look like it's printed, but she did that by hand with bleach.
That's insane.
Series like this, which is awesome. I just think the colors are lovely. Okay, I'm a little warm, so I'm gonna put it on today.
Outside, like, who am I?
Be nice, almost like reverse, because I love how the hood.
Mm-hmm. That's stunning. It almost reminds me of do you know that artist Sterling Ruby?
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of, like his whole collection that he did with Raf Simons and Christian Dior. And he did all of those like bleached out, really cool. And then it was like one season, and then I never saw anything like it again. And like just seeing this, it's like it's such a beautiful piece, and it's a very timeless piece. But it's like utilizing an everyday house product, and then you're bringing it in to this really beautiful fashion piece.
I'm wearing it inside out now.
Yeah.
Which I think is also nice.
Now, she made it pretty far in making the cut, right?
Yeah, she did a collab with Puma.
That's amazing.
She was like top 5, she was top 6 or something. I don't remember, but she's awesome. She's a local designer in New York. I really love her pieces. This she did with like a collaborative thing called Custom Collab, which is she gives back time a lot and helps emerging artists as well. So this is a pop-up shop that I went to support, and I got this piece, which I do realize, I think this is reversible. That was the reverse.
That's done. That's a beautiful piece. Wear it in good health. If she has anything like it, let me know.
Oh, she does. No, she has. I will post because she has. She also is having the issue where she can't produce a lot except what she can produce in house and with what materials because she is like all the sewing houses are shut down.
Oh no.
But she can't really produce. She was really ready to launch right now. She was supposed to be having a pop-up shop with Sander this month or last month, maybe.
That would be great.
So I was going to do some accessories for them. I'm really bummed because they're both artists in many ways.
Right.
This is kind of our theme, right? This is part of our theme, fashion plus art intersection.
Exactly.
I'm really excited. So, Michael, we had a giveaway last week, but you also got a new piece.
I did. So I am the lucky recipient of the amazing pearl bra that we created together with everyone's help. Deciding which color combinations we were doing, all of that. So thank you so much. And I'm actually wearing it and I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. Hold on, let me move.
I know, what's the outfit? We're going to go through some outfits today. Ooh, there's like many ways to wear this, just like everything. Yes! Happy TJ. You look great. Okay, I love the hardware already on you.
I love it because it has that trompe l'oeil effect with the black, but I just love all of the mix matched. It's like smaller pearls with the larger pearls, and I love all the different colors, and it really pops. It's just, but it's like
that pink. Did the pink live up to it for you? Because I know you could only see it in pictures and in like the video. When you see it in person, I feel like it's really pearls have their own life, in a lot of ways.
No, the pink is absolutely stunning. I love that it's like this. Oh, sorry, I'm like all over my dress.
Oh, show us.
It's almost like a mauve-y. It's like a beautiful, like almost like mauve-y, like I guess what they call millennial pink, but it has more of a brownish tone in it, which I'm obsessed with.
My 90s lipstick. That's like literally the lipstick I wore when I first wore lipstick at 12.
Yes.
Cover Girl Compact in my Karopi tin, my purse, my mini purse, because purse for life.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, I love. Okay, I feel like the color suits you so well, so I'm very happy.
They're very muted. Not muted, but it's not like a lime green, like a this, that, and the other. It's just these beautiful, like tones, and they're just like a perfect mixture.
Good, I'm glad.
It's something I can definitely wear a lot more, and I can wear it with everything. I even I had a concept of so I have this scarf that you love so much.
We talked about. I forgot. Okay, so Michael's gonna show us many ways to wear this because I asked him to put. He has such great clothes. I'm like, he's gonna tell us upside down, this way, that way. So I want to see the scarf because I had never even thought of.
I wish I knew more. There was a guy that worked at Saks. His name is escaping me, but he was like the Miyake brand ambassador. He literally took 2 of these scarves, these massive scarves, and made a ball gown into it. Like a full-blown gown, like something like J-Lo would wear, like a Solange would wear. And it was very ropey. He roped them together and he added all it's like a plunging neck and it was like a long train. And I was like, how did you do that? He's like, I was bored one day and I just put it on the mannequin.
Okay, well, draping master A understands how did you. It's okay. There's many things happening there. I love. Okay, I love. There's these Japanese ladies that will put out one scarf on multiple ways, 20 ways, 20 ways. Very Muji in a way as well.
Yes, I love Muji.
Oh, me too.
Really good everyday pieces.
This is an awesome new challenge because I feel like I try to create jewelry that does this as well, where you can wear it upside down this way, blah blah blah. Have many options.
Oh, absolutely. Let me show a couple of options on how to do it. It's so the whole thing is this just long, insanely long piece, but then it has a hole. Can you see the hole? Is it too high? Oh, it might be too high.
Oh yeah, I see it. Right.
See it? So right here. It's because so you can put your arm through.
Oh, what a good concept for a scarf. That's perfect.
Absolutely. So what I usually do is I take a blazer or whatever, and I'll pop this in like a shoulder, and then it's kind of long, so floor.
This is gorgeous already. Okay, this tells me this is like such a good piece. This could be a beautiful chain piece in the future.
No, absolutely.
Whole fringe.
Yeah. Yes, I'm here for it.
Me too. I'm gonna write that down later. Everybody remember, because whoa.
I know. We'll talk after. Don't worry.
Gorgeous.
So it's just like wrapping it around and just like playing around with it. I usually like putting it under like like a nice blazer or like a leather jacket, and I'll do it like that. So that's usually like the easiest way, and just wrapping it around certain areas. There's another way that you can actually turn it into a cape, which let me see if I can remember correctly.
I think it's pleats please or issei or
it's pleats please.
Okay, I'm writing it down for everybody. I'm answering the question, so please ask away, y'all.
So
I love we're making a little dress up today. Oh, it's exciting. I love how you style stuff. This is super fun.
So it's just like, I'm trying to remember if I'm doing this correctly. And then you tie it. Let me see if I can do this. But it's basically like, you fold it twice. Remember if I do it. I haven't done it in a while, so bear with me. But basically,
it's a super long. The scarf itself is like a super fine pleated material that holds its shape, and you can travel with it. It's super comfy, but it's like a long sheet, but it has a hole in the middle. Because it has the hole in the middle, it gives you all these options. So Michael's like, you can like tie knots, make it into a cape, make it into a outfit, make it into a poncho, and many things, right?
Absolutely, I've made it. So you can actually see on my Instagram, I made it into like a little shirt. So I put my arm through the hole, and then I did like sort of like a tie, like a multiple tie, which I could probably do really quickly.
Oh, totally. This is awesome.
A
million things like this. Okay, I'm gonna put
and then I grab it from the side. Because I saw this, I remember this woman at Saks when I worked there in the corporate office. She would make it into like this almost like crazy shirt, and it almost looked like a bondage shirt because it was like all these different like roped up pieces like all along over. Like she would put like a button down under, and it just looked so professional. The way she did it was like so beautiful.
I love the transition of the button down with that.
Yeah,
kind of feels loose, like when you start doing toga-y things where you're like wrapping Grecian toga.
Very like Madame Grey, like just like playing with drapery and all of that.
Oh, Madame Grey. Oh, talk about old school.
She's life. She's honest.
And then Albert Elbaz, what happened to him? Where'd he go?
So he was at
I loved him there.
He was fantastic at Lanvin.
I thought so too.
And I guess there was like a fork in the road, and they just said, you know what, you're done.
Yeah.
Kind of one of those. So I'm just tying it here. So what you do is on the long side, you fold it and then fold it again. Cool. And then you make a slight knot. And then it actually makes it, hold on, let me see if I can grab it, into a jacket.
Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, it's so cute. What? Okay, brilliant. Brilliant. I've
done it in so long.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, it's like, I totally get it, because it's simple, but you still need to put it together.
No, absolutely. So it'll go like almost to the floor. Mm-hmm. So it'll be like beautiful long scarf, and it goes all the way, excuse my feet, to the floor. So it's very long, but the beauty of it is that it bounces. So as you're walking, it bounces.
And flows.
And then you do it with like this simple knot right here. And that's it.
I love that. It's how, you know how ladies, okay, this is for me, very California girl, how I tie my sarong.
Yeah.
You can tie your sarong, skirt, shirt, this, halter dress.
Absolutely.
But this is very elevated. I love stuff like this because this is very, for me, New York meets California.
Exactly, because it's this easiness to it, but it's like the chic. Yeah.
International. because other cultures use draping a lot more, especially Eastern culture.
We're just getting to it
Mm-hmm.
compared to everyone
And
else.
it's very gender neutral too, which I think is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I bought that. Sorry, I'm just gonna.
No, I love it. Keep going. I love what you're wearing today. Your pants look great. Thank you so much for like putting it together, or like showing us. I'm excited for you to have this piece. This is super fun.
It's so much. I'm obsessed.
We've been talking about it for a while, and then this just came together so beautifully. Michael, you brought such interesting like aspects, like the Trump Loy effect, doing the color blocking, thinking about the pearls and how we would do them. I did not think about it this way.
I mean, that's the beauty of like our times together. It's like we're able to, speak to. We'll speak about something. We'll say, "Oh, that's the direction we're going," and then all of a sudden we'll start playing a little bit further, and then it's like, "Oh, why don't we add this, or why don't we add this, or maybe change this a little bit." And that's the beauty of collaboration. It's like you're able to, I guess, like create something that you didn't think you'd create, or the way that you would do it, or the direction.
Yeah,
So
no, totally.
okay.
And it's different because it's funny because I do this quite a bit actually. I would say multiple times a week for clients. But in different ways, we get to really play.
Right. It can also be
You'll wear the weird things.
Speaking of, in addition to that, I got some fabulous pieces from you that you've been doing with Miss JV.
I did these with JB, and Michael and crew. I thought was a perfect group to enjoy these. But
Yes.
I thought, I'm super excited. I've been playing so much, you guys, without having a studio. This has led me to really experiment.
So you've been making these insane headbands with these just like spray painted beautifully, and it's made of zip ties, you guys. Like if you've missed JV and you doing these amazing things, you're missing out, you guys. You usually do it on like a Wednesday?
We do Tuesdays at 6. JB is the founder of New York City, one of the co-founder of New York City Jewelry Week. We were friends for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then I roped her into doing Craftacular with me. And we just it's fun though, because we get to actually just talk about jewelry, what we're doing, and then we learn something new. I basically keep funding new things to do. We're doing on Tuesday Shrinky Dinks. So everybody has their Shrinky Dink packets now. They're all out in the world.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Very excited.
So encourage people to recycle their number 6 plastic from all their frozen food stuff.
Okay.
That can be used just like Shrinky Dinks.
That's fantastic. I love that. Because I remember you were showing me one and it was made of your takeout top container.
Yeah, and you can I have like a literal box. I'm going to post some of the pictures just to show people like examples of different containers. Like takeout, because I've been getting takeout once a week from like whatever local place. And then also, I've never eaten so much frozen food. Never. Everyone said to get it, and I did, and that's made me not go to the grocery store for a long time. Okay. Then with all that and stuff, then I started researching. I'm like, oh, I can do all this fun stuff with it.
Exactly.
But this zip tie one, I had zip ties hanging around. But I was like, I made a whole set for you because I feel like you could wear them here and here.
So I was playing around with it. So when I saw it on your mannequin and you had it like as a necklace, I lost my shit because I instantly thought of like some tribal, like some sort of like tribal. I was like, that is a beautiful piece. It reminds me of like some tribe in some country in Africa that like has this like rich heritage that is probably my ancestors, and it almost felt there was something relating to me. It was like very relative, and I
love that. That's so nice. Thank you. I was like, this is the person that they should go to. Perfect. You know what I mean? When I made them, I was like,
but I also love it because it can be
Wow. I was like, are we Oh, a little
if that
delay,
works.
guys. Okay, better? Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
good.
like,
You're
better now, right?
absolutely. But
Okay.
it also reminds me of like, you know, like my parents, I grew up like Roman Catholic. So like it reminds me of like all those like beautiful halos that you would see like in like the artistry. I mean, obviously I'm a fallen Catholic, but I still love the artistry and the drama. Um
No, I love it though, but they were based on those heavenly body Met Gala crowns from Carly Kloss, I
yes.
believe. But then I just dived deep. So
Yeah.
I made a then played with color and then got the spray paint. I have this beautiful like multiple types of gold spray paint and metallic spray paints. This is if you're this is me as an artist. I have like these random things hanging out in my house.
Ooh, Queen of the Damned. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, she had that
Ooh.
massive headdress. I remember seeing that movie. My mom let me cut school so we can go see it.
Oh, your mom is amazing.
Yeah. I was just
Amazing. JB, okay, JB's on. Show her that we're talking about the heavenly bodies. Ooh, yes.
so
Oh
I
yeah.
tried it like this, but obviously it's a little tough without hair. So I thought of like even doing it with like the Madame T scarf, the scarf that I just showed you, almost doing like a veil, more for a photo shoot than anything, but like
Oh,
doing it as like a veil and then putting it on top.
oh, I love that too. Yes.
Roman Catholic-y, heavenly bodies, just going on more with the theme. But I feel like the way I would wear it more is like this.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah. Or just
that's it. Done.
so I some of them also I did one side gold, like speckled. Then I did some of them another gold, different types of gold. Like I left some of the black layered there. So you have like multiple. Oh, girl, you're getting a package in the mail too. Don't worry. She doesn't
So
even know it.
you gave me
Oh,
two,
yeah.
and it's a super uber long one. So this one's a little bit shorter, and it's almost like a Nefertiti style where it kind of sits like this. This
Clear
one's longer.
and black, like I like mix them, like black and white kind of, and the other one is all black, like dark. But I use different types of gold spray paints. One of them is like matte, 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 and the one that kind of gives you like a glitter effect.
Yeah, it has like
Black underneath.
the one is like almost like a stark gold, and the other one is like it has like a glittery, almost like pewter gold. So it like almost gives it this like antique feel to it. But I love it because it's just so like the first time I'm going to work is literally like this, and I'm they're not gonna be able to take it, and that's final.
You are a ray of sunshine, is what this tells me. This is what
Oh,
this is. You look beautiful. I
thanks.
love this. I I just love all the layers.
I love it too. I'm so excited by that. I think this is just such a beautiful piece, and it's so lightweight, but it's also like pieces that you find in the house. I would never think to take zip ties and spray paint them, and then they look like a beautiful artifact that you probably find in a museum.
I
Honestly,
mean, I got you. Well, I take dog tag chains and then crochet them into weird stuff. This is I feel like I'm really trying to tell people like everything I'm doing with my art.
like my full resume. Here's my full repertoire. Like,
Here's what I think. Okay, cool, cool.
yeah,
Yes.
and I would like to add I am a Leo moon, so that does work perfectly because that means I like to be the spotlight.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mhm. I like to
Love
be
it.
seen.
I love it. You make friends everywhere you go. I will not. Amazing,
Oh, but
literally.
you have your, you'll bump into, we'll walk in together, we'll both bump into someone that we know on the street, you know?
Oh my God, we ran into Mariah Carey on the.
Oh,
You guys, we were like.
that was a night.
Cool.
Where did we go? We were at, what was it?
Make it art, make it fashion, make it high fashion. Yes, Sarah. Yes. I want it's like living art. Like we talk about this a lot because we like blend the fashion with the art. Okay, but
Yeah.
Mariah Carey with Billy Eichner.
Yes, she was doing Billy on the Street with him. Where were we? We were at FIT.
Right by FIT, we saw one of those talks, right?
I think it was Xander Rhodes.
Oh yeah. Oh, Xander. She is amazing. Amazing. Okay, you know who else? Do we talk about this? Okay, we have a million things. I want to talk about Essence putting out a print publication. I want to talk about Ashley Longshore Art, who did the Judith Lieber handbag collection and the cafe at Bergdorf's. So
Oh,
I'm like, we need to talk about her because we need to. I'm like, she just is so inspirational. I think it's everything we're talking about. Okay, you bumped into Mariah. That's right, and she was like super right there and beautiful. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
The crazy story. Also, today is Glitter's 13th birthday.
Okay, but it was also Brittany's anniversary of shaving her head.
Yes. So there's a lot of things to celebrate. But I remember we were going to one of those things. We were walking. We just ate. And we were walking to the train on 23rd Street. And it was just a group of people. And we were like, why is there this massive group? And they're all dressed up in like Christmas elves and all of that. And it was very strange.
That's right. They were.
And we go up to them. We're like, what are you guys filming? We're just curious because we're just trying to get through. And they go, oh, we're Billy on the Street. And our host is Mariah Carey. So we're all just going around her so that nobody confronts her.
But she was like right there, you guys. It wasn't far.
I would say maybe.
It was like when really casual.
Listen, I'm a lamb. I'm part of her lamely. I love her so much. It took me almost everything in my power not to part the sea and get to where I needed to get to meet her. But I'm not going to do
You were so appropriate.
I was
so appropriate.
I was like, okay, great.
You're like,
cool.
You kept being like, I was like, okay, I see it. Because she looks way better in person, I have to say.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I've seen her perform, and I've seen her, I've seen her perform at the Beacon, and she was stunning then, but like obviously I was a little bit further away, but she was stunning up close, and I feel like she doesn't get the credit she deserves, but that's just me.
I agree with that. I mean, my sister said it, first CD in 6th grade, my sister and I we were into her.
Yes, Lamb for Life too. One of my first albums, obviously I had the Britneys and the Christinas and all that because that's my generation, but my first CDs that I was like, I have to get was Rainbow.
Obviously.
So
I love that.
Vision of Love.
Thank you. And yes, Vision of Love is what I was grew up in. You're between me and my sis. Yeah. That's what you know who got the cassette first before us? Is my dad. So my dad was early adopter of Mariah.
Yes, the cassette.
Yes, the cassette. Wow, now I'm showing my age. But
I had a cassette too. My first cassette was Spice Girls. That was my first cassette, and then I got the CD.
That's a good cassette to have. I agree with that. I'm in favor. I mean, I bet I would rock out to that.
Yeah.
And Shania. I needed some Shania in my life. Where did she go? Come back, Shania.
She's not looking so great.
Well,
but I mean, it happened.
Yeah, I mean,
but she's still an icon. She's still a queen. She's still,
She don't impress me. I mean, remember that? Like,
that impress me much.
That was
I remember listening to that on the Light FM channels.
Time for a video too, an MTV video. It was one of those like just funny times to watch for music. Right pre-Britney, right? That cuss.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that time, I have to tell you. I'm just trying nonstop while we're talking.
So you
brought so much
about Essence. They're doing the magazine.
I was like, oh, because Essence is like super amazing online platform for fashion.
Yes. So Essence is like based in Canada. It's online only. I think they have a store in Montreal, but it's like that's the only store because they're based in Montreal. When I tell you they get the most interesting designers, and they get it before anybody else. They get exclusives out the wazoo. I remember when I was working at Burberry, we gave them so many exclusives that we weren't giving anybody else because they have that much power. and their buys would be like $1 million.
Dang, and they would buy outright, not
By
damn.
department.
I mean,
So they'd be spending $2 million on Burberry. Wholesale.
What impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like this, and it sells out. It sells out.
No,
They'll
watch it
post
because you
like
never have the size you want. Never. They
Never.
always have the. What do you attribute to that success to? Digital marketing or just being cool?
reason being is because they have a massive Asian customer base. Because obviously Canada, but then obviously like the people that are based in Canada are going to tell their relatives back to like
huge population, huge Chinese population in Canada.
Exactly. So they're going to go to their relatives that are also into fashion that are based in the mainland or based in Hong Kong or Shanghai or wherever. That's gonna be their main customer because they're the ones that are spending. They have the most disposable income. But America, I feel like, has really gotten into that sort of realm instead of going, because they have the coolest stuff. They have the newest brands that nobody's heard of, like Random Identities.
Thank you. I was just gonna say it. That's the one I keep going to immediately. But Jack, did they have the Jackmas? What?
They have it on sale. The bag that you love so much. Yeah. I'm not trying to tell you to purchase, but like.
I know. Really, really want. I want a bunch of things, but I'm not.
I know we all got to curtail back.
Gotta do other things. I gotta buy jewelry stuff to make jewelry.
Yes.
Buying more pearls.
Get back to the job.
I'm investing in pearls and gold right now because we're doing that a lot.
Yes.
This is the thing I ship out every day. This is great. Okay,
I'm just gonna sit here like for the entire night.
I know, right? This literally makes this one too, right? Because I'm showing off a little. I kind of like a preview a little bit where some of the stuff I've been doing and what we're gonna do next for our collab.
Yes. So, as we've confirmed, we are gonna start doing a giveaway every so often, based on kind of our discussions and our talks. So, there's still a chance to get a giveaway.
Oh, we're ready. And we're gonna we're basically gonna be it's like our pieces that we design are gonna be the giveaways. So it'll be super special, super fun. And you get to have, the next on the mannequin. Yes, I will show you this. So I will show you, this is hand knit ball chain. And then I riveted on rutilated quartz.
I don't know how you do that. It's crocheting to me, I've seen my aunt do it. My aunt was an insane crocheter. Whenever there was a new baby, she'd make a full set. But seeing crochet, isn't that so cute? But seeing crochet in a ball chain, like a mini ball chain, and then incorporating the jewels to it, it's just so beautiful.
It uses many parts of my brain that I like.
So
love textiles. As you know, I use textiles in a lot of my work. I mix metals with it, so I'm bringing in movement. This was based on, remember when people would wear super fun handkerchiefs? This is also a moment, kind of a post Britney moment. Anywho, but they had the fringe. This is a little bit more elegant 1920s version. Yes. I will get a time lapse of this because I'm going to be doing more. I just found I had to go. I have a lot of materials and it's hard for me to transport them to I have to bike them to and fro. So
oh my god, making a sweater out of the thing.
But this one is this is really, really special. This is like a full sweater. Almost of miniature powder coated white 1 millimeter, miniature chain. And then I brought the primary colors in just to bring a little something, right?
That is so stunning. I love that white. I've never seen you use the white. I've only seen the black or the a certain color of some sort. I love that.
Feels good.
But, from afar, it almost looks like a crocheted sweater. It looks like a sweater you'd wear on an island. Then you come up close, it's no, sweetie, this is ball chain. This is heavy.
This is heavy. And it has a weight to it. You know how mesh feels good? You know how mesh feels like this. This is what I'm trying to create by hand. I'm going to start. Okay, Michael Birch got me super into this. Just adding mesh and bringing in mesh mixed, I think, is going to be my next venture, maybe.
I love that.
But I love making, like, doing this really intricate work. But I've developed, so you know, if you knit textiles, you have give and you have flexibility. So you just, with this,
Yeah.
it doesn't have give. So I've developed a whole technique to do this. So it works with the material with being kind to the material in a way.
Right.
I'm kind. The little color marks, right? I put little variegations in to bring just some like little digital aspects. This feels like, a digital thing to me in a way.
Yeah, it almost, but again, it gives it that trompe l'oeil effect of like, this is part of a sweater. Like I literally took a sweater off and I made it into a necklace. Because you would see a sweater that has like little bits of speckles of different colors and things like that. It's either made in the yarn or it's, added on later as like a print or a paint. But the fact that this is part of it, it's a necklace, it's made of metal, but it almost looks like as though it's knitted cashmere or wool for like a summer sweater. It's stunning.
It like messes you up a little. It just changes your perspective totally, and I love that. And I
love the way it hangs. You could honestly make that. Like those tops that in the '90s they wore. It was like a wrap, and it was like covered a little bit.
Oh my God, backless shirts. Everybody remember when they make plaid? Oh, black and white plaid. That intaglio, almost make patterns. I would love to be able to, and I know, Ada Chen, my girl.
Yes.
Ada's been making she also loves knitting because Ada and I are basically kindred spirits. Shout out. we just have a lot of stuff in common. But we were talking about, she's been knitting a lot. She's been doing like patterns. So we were talking about doing some stuff because she's been doing like making her own patterns and then knitting them with multiple colors. And I'm like, ooh, yes, girl, I get you.
Oh, that sounds
do it with chain. I will teach you chain. Just simple, but then also bringing in like these quartz. These are titanium plated quartz with rutilated quartz. So I kind of brought in little like gemstones. I love stuff like this. So we have a lot of fun gemstones. I brought a bunch of gemstones for us to start with. So I feel like that's kind of like we are going to pick the gemstones and the metal and then go from there. And we're going to ask people for input.
Yes. So please, everyone. So when Megan posts all of these sort of votes or asking for your opinion, please, please, please don't be shy. Say what you like.
Super fun. I know what you're wearing. You look just gorgeous. I'm so glad. Well, because I sent you a little care package. I was like, I have some stuff for you.
I'm wearing everything as we speak right now. So. Except for the rainbow one.
Oh, I mean, okay, but the rainbow one looks good too, right?
The rainbow one is stunning. But my roommate Christina, as you know.
Amethyst. Yeah, Christina was her birthday. Shout out to Christina.
Yeah, shout out to Christina. Taurus Queen. But she saw that I pulled it out and she was like, took it out of my hands without me even trying it on, looking at it, put it right in her hair, and it looked so...
Like, you realize I sent 3 on purpose.
I know, but you know...
You all are queens.
Right, and then Larry likes the taller one because it's like almost like a really high crown, but I'm wearing 2 of them now, so we'll share.
You can share. I just thought it would be...
We can share.
A little, you can hang out around the house drinking wine with your crowns on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we're watching RuPaul's Drag Race tomorrow, so we might as well put on a crown.
Totally. I love it. I'm so glad.
Okay,
don't worry. Okay, there are literally more crowns coming, so people shout out if you want a crown, because
yes.
I thought...
they're one of the best things I never thought I needed. Love it so much.
Deciding. So I got new neons, new golds, so extra long crowns coming with speckled silver on the gold, because I have silver metallics. Okay, I got you, girl. Okay. I got you.
Yes.
And then I did. Oh, good. I have all your addresses. Cool.
Yeah. But it's really great because her and JB actually made these in one of her other IG lives, and it's just like took a headband, and then zip ties, and then just cut them based on how they want it hold. It's so sick.
So simple. And then I started building shapes, and we're gonna do heart. I built hearts. There's some heart crowns coming.
I saw that. I was like, that looks so expensive. It almost looks like a Philip Tracy piece. Like, not exactly.
Flower crown.
Yes.
Flower crown. Because I'm a gold girl, I have only gold ribbons, but flat, like crazy bows with gold mixed with the gold is happening next. So I'm like, ooh, this is fun, right? But I found a ton of spray paint because I have it already, apparently. Right. But I found the silver. I'm like, okay, we're gonna make everything metallic. Just fun. But then they've started making like weird shapes with them. I don't know. This is like a really fun like making your own toys.
Exactly. I mean, we have to have some sort of entertainment during the quarantine.
I will never stop making. This is how I.
Exactly.
I really think about it because I sketch in 2D, which I have some sketches I started with our materials, but I do sketch like this too.
Right.
And that's kind of like some of those cool necklaces you have that have all of those weird like chain, like where do they go? Funny. Oh, right here I have some, by the way.
Oh my God! Wait. Yes.
These are all based clasps. I made chainmail from little clasps. You know, I love stuff like this. This to me is sketching also in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
It's so stunning when you pulled a piece out, and it was all silver. It was all silver clasps, and I stopped and was just like, I need that.
I mean, by the way.
I just want to let you know that.
Because it's one of those really push yourself to the limit, do something weird.
Yes.
Not commercial, but also art. This really feels like art.
But it's beautiful because it's just like it's something again that's very I think that's used every day. You know, everyone has a clasp back on their necklaces, but just like the feeling of it, that being the only part of the necklace, and it's just like a series of it, is just so interesting. It's like it's a
flower, but it's really just clasps in a shape.
But it's so stunning, and I love the way it sits. I love that it's very, you know, fluid, and it's just in perfect motion.
Yeah, totally, lots of motion. But then I think about like things not collapsing completely. I think about the forms, how they connect. That's why sometimes they have jump rings mixed in. So I want it to still be wearable, even though it is art.
No.
There's functionality pieces, so I think that's important. So for our next, I like the Duchamp. I love Sarah. Sarah gets me. I love Duchamp. I'm like a super surrealist. I'm Schiaparelli.
Schiaparelli. No, Schiaparelli. Yeah. I think it's Schiaparelli because everyone calls her Schiaparelli.
Okay. Yes. She was a contemporary of Chanel, and she brought a lot of these multiple thoughts to her work, and everything is. She has an amazing jewelry collection out, which I definitely need to post because I keep talking about it multiple times that we're on. We have not mentioned the real, and I'm going to mention it right now because I'm not breaking our streak.
But she was the super arch rival of Chanel.
Yes, they were not buddy. Not buddy. No.
Not like anybody, but Schiaparelli because Schiaparelli was the exact opposite. Chanel was very like, I'm making clothes for women for every day and for work and for, you know,
it was like Gap
and more trees.
Schiaparelli,
exactly. She's like, let me add a lobster to the top of somebody's head and like a telephone like hooked to the.
Oh.
Nobody was doing that.
Oh.
the Trump boy.
She was totally a master of this as well, and she had amazing embroidery mixed in. She had tons of color, even though she did extremely elegant couture, highly crafted outfits. The quality of her work is exceptional.
Absolutely.
I'm still in awe of her as an artist. Yeah.
Exactly. But speaking on artists and things of that nature, I remember you sent me something for with Andre Leon Talley, who has been huge news at the moment because he came out with his book. And you mentioned that, oh, that's stunning.
I know we're talking about this because we were talking about Andre Leon Talley, Future of Retail, and then Essence with their new print publication, which sounds like going backwards, but it's actually going forwards.
Exactly. So they're going. So it's like so Andre Leon Talley had a webinar with I forget who it was. Their name escapes me, but he was basically saying that like everyone is now going to focus after this pandemic is either over or we turn into a new normal. He foresees that everybody is going to start shopping smaller. Mm-hmm. And people are going to ask for more custom, mm-hmm. and people are going to ask, and this is both fitting in the luxury division and fitting in like, you know, the everyday division, you know, for pieces that you see at an H&M. There may be a stop to extreme over purchasing and binging on clothing rather than buying key quality pieces. So I think there's going to be a cut in the amount of stuff that we see. There won't be as much of an overload.
And you think that they'll push more towards their conscious collection? Because they really started that and they were going there. Yeah. But it felt like lip service. It didn't feel like they were putting a lot of effort. But now I feel like they're going to have to, or they're going to be leaning on costs. Yeah. Or Another Stories. I feel like they're leaning a lot on Another Stories that based on their digital ads. Yeah. I think we're going to see a revolution where the fast fashion is going to slowly go away, and we're now going to have these quality pieces that we deserve, for the price points that we're paying for, because sometimes car is not cheap. Sometimes you'll get a leather jacket for $300. Totally. And it's abysmal. It falls apart in 5 minutes. But then you go to a vintage store, or you go to, you know, somebody that specializes in leather, and that jacket could be the same price, and it's impeccable, lasts you until your deathbed. Like, oh yeah, giving it to your kids, giving it to the grandkids, giving it to the grandkids. Yeah. You know, I think people are going to gear more towards that. I think people are realizing we don't need all of this stuff because I don't need to wear it every day. So I'd rather get pieces, because you're like, what am I doing? I'm going to wear pajamas. And, you know, I'll wear a jacket to like go out if I'm going to a restaurant when things start opening up again. Yes, I need to wear amazing clothes then. I'm not wearing any fast fashion to any restaurant. No, and real special occasion for me. Uniqlo and ASOS. So like, I do teeter, but it's just. No, of course. You can't escape it. You can't. No, you can't. But I believe in seeing pieces that I'm like, okay, that looks like good quality. I'm going to get that. It wasn't that expensive, and I'll wear it to death. And when I'm done wearing it to death, I will either give it to someone else that I know will wear it to death, or I'll reuse it. I'll make it into something else, or I'll add it to something, or, you know, What about like Eileen Fisher? Do you think more things are going to happen like Eileen Fisher's upcycling program, where you can actually like sell your Eileen Fisher items back to Eileen Fisher, and they'll give them a new life? I feel like there's going to be more and more. I want to implement that with my own business. I totally see that being relevant. I think that's genius. Yes, I want to dress up every day, ball gowns, sequins, and crowns. Every day. Custom, the whole nine. Which would be... That would be you're there. You're like on the way. Don't worry. I'm getting there. Listen, I'm getting there. You're customizing your own stuff, too. I know this. I'm helping you. Don't worry. I'm here for you. No, I know. But you also do it yourself. You customize everything. New life is good. Yes, Mary, I completely agree. Like, yes. And there's a lot of... I recently went to Seattle, and they have, obviously they're very tech. I went there for a meeting with Nordstrom for my company, and I remember just walking into, I was like, you know what? I want to get a Patagonia thing. Because, you know what? I'm on the West Coast. I want a Patagonia sweater. I've been eyeing one. Yes. Like, yeah, because it's,
So I got one, it was like a teddy style. But what I loved about their story is they say you can drop your stuff off and they repurpose it. They'll refurbish it, make it into something else. They'll reissue a certain collection. They'll take materials that they've used from 1980 something and they'll bring it back and put it on this and do this. And actually, I was just like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Until I was at the cash register buying my thing, which was 100% recycled, upcycled pieces. Everything was recycled. The whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Woman next to me dropping off like 18 of her sweaters. She's like, I'm going to buy, but I want to get rid of these. And it was just, I want to see that more. I want to see that. Me too.
I'm really excited about that.
There's a couturier named Ronald Vanderkamp who actually had his he's based in Amsterdam. He had like a little fashion show in like a really beautiful building. I think it was in Amsterdam, if I'm not mistaken, or it was in France. And they did like a full demonstration. Everybody was 6 feet apart, but it was all his couture pieces, and all his pieces are actually materials that are from other fashion houses, and he repurposes all of it.
I love that.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
And
so
it's just
smart.
Like you're spending $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a dress, but it's like materials that were from, you know, the house of Valentino, the house of Chanel, or like other designers, and he repurposes it and makes it into a beautiful piece that's his own. And I just want to see that more. Such an important thing to see. In order for us to, in order for the industry.
I think we're gonna have this. Yeah. Oh. That's exactly going back to Andre Leon. It's important for the industry to survive, to keep adapting, and then listen to the consumer that this is what they want. Okay, yes. Essence, print.
Yes. So going forward, now we're going back. So, you know, publications are dying.
September, I go immediately towards the September issue.
Yeah.
They're talking about how all fashion houses are only going to have the September issue. It's basically going to be like a book they publish once a year. And then I hear that, and then juxtaposed with Essence having Essence is like a completely internet company putting out a print magazine.
Very cutting edge company. But what I love about them having that makes me excited. Because I personally love print. So one of the only magazines that I still collect is CR by Korean Word. That's because those are thick books with beautiful sort of spreads and just amazing shots and photos and all of that.
Yes. It's a periodical that deserves a place on your bookshelf. It's a work of art, just like any other art. Yeah, and I think we're seeing more and more. I think it's really interesting to see a traditional print company contracting and going to once a year or twice a year or whatever, quarterly.
Right, which is what she does. So she does twice a year. So she'll do spring and she'll do fall. So I think that's very smart because it's just like, I don't need 17 issues with some boring celebrity on the cover. I want the glamour. I want the full runway. I want the drama. I'm just so sick. If I have to see
We're old school, dude. We are old school.
Of a magazine, I'm going to throw all my magazines out. I love to see, I would rather see 2 big issues. And this is just talking about print. I mean, almost all life is digital now, but if we're talking about print, I'd rather see 2 massive seasonal issues. And it's fantastic.
Really well executed, gorgeous, collectible, limited print. It's I think that's where we're going. This is really funny to see. We have the printing press.
Yeah.
We have this arc of the printing press in a way.
Absolutely. It's so interesting that Essence is now going into that. But my question is,
I think it's extremely effective. Okay. Yeah. Because I work with a digital company that does catalog, and but their catalogs drop, quarterly. It's not. It's a special thing, and when those catalogs drop, there's more engagement from the customers. So it's I think it's a marketing technique as well. So I'm really curious.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see how they made that decision money-wise to put so much into print, which seems like a dead medium.
Yeah.
But it's a way to connect with extremely personal way with story to their customers.
But I think what's interesting is they obviously have the digital mastery down packed. They know what they're doing. They do editorials on a daily basis on Essence.
Yeah.
So for those of you who may not know the company, it's Essence. It's spelled SSEN.
I'm gonna put that out right now.
Oh yeah, write it in.
I'm gonna write it in because it's super. I'm like obsessed with them.
Well, right now they're doing a 50%
as a company.
off. But
oh yeah, and they have the
mini
too, right?
Yeah, so the mid-seasons, so they have created a lot of cool brands. They've founded a lot of brands. They obviously have, like, the big names, like, the Bottega Venetas, the Dior's, the this, that, and the third. But they have all of these smaller cool brands. And sometimes they do like exclusivity rights for a year, and they hold it and they create all of this amazing work. And that's how they sort of get their platform up. So for Random Identities, who's one of my favorite brands, they actually funded their fashion show. And they did full live stream. They did. So as soon as it came out, like 2 weeks later, everything was available. Like, it was nuts. And it sold out. And then now it's like a consistent offering to the site, but now they're at Dover Street Market. Now they're at this, but it's like, it's just such a.
They're brilliant. They invest in emerging talent.
Yes.
They're excited about. They're like what Barney's used to be in a way, because Barney's did that. Barney's invested in Barney's can't do that because Barney's doesn't exist. So
Barney's,
I'm curious to see.
Hey, Giorgio Armani, like.
Oh my God! Opening ceremony, R.I.P. Dunzo.
Done. But it wasn't even like a financial thing. They chose to, because I think they were just done. Yeah. They started, I think, the year after. No, they started 2001, if I'm not mistaken.
Around September 11th, right?
Around September 11th, they're like, and now we're closing out with coronavirus. I feel like it's just very, very interesting way of sort of closing out like your legacy.
Bookending it.
Or ending it.
Yeah.
They're repurposing the name, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. They're not the creative directors of Kenzo for a bit, and
now, somebody has taken over.
Yeah, 2001. Yeah, interesting to see. So, okay, we have like 2 minutes. I don't know how that happened. Oh my gosh. Hi, we're gonna do a collab next week. We're gonna start a chain. I've been showing you guys chain pieces while we're talking. It's gonna involve chain. I'm gonna put out some materials. You're gonna make a vote.
Yes. So are you gonna post? I'm assuming you're gonna post and we're gonna vote?
I'm gonna post a bunch of materials that we've decided as the starting point.
Perfect.
Because the materials that I've shopped our jewelry closets. We have like a bunch of crystals, jasper, sunstone quartz, gorgeous Baroque pearls, some pearls mixed in with then industrial repurposed upcycled chain. So we are on point.
Wait, yes. I have a kind of idea now that you're talking about like the pearls and the jaspers and the mixes. And because it's like almost like a netting, why don't we make it look like it's like a netting from like a fisherman's boat?
Oh my gosh.
The things that he's found or they've found caught in the net.
Okay. I'm gonna do some drawings and I'm gonna put some stones out and you guys get to pick, but this is kind of some of the stuff we started with. This is a gorgeous, amazing strand of pearls that are Baroques.
They almost look like little goats.
Right? Okay. But look at this color. This is the color that gives me all the feels, you guys. Look at that color.
Oh, it's so good.
I think we should bring some of those in.
Yeah.
This in. Maybe some of this sandstone quartz. We have a lot of options, so I'm excited to see what you guys think.
Yes.
So, very much shop MPR closet.
All right, well, it's 9, so I don't want us to get cut off.
No, we're not going to get cut off. We're 1 minute.
Okay.
And this is some of the ups.